Hey everybody, welcome to Mind Blown. Today, we're going to go over the 8 dating advice for women. Make sure to watch until the end because this would let you know what to do when you're dating. When it comes to dating tips for women, one size doesn't fit all. A young woman in her teens or 20s dates a lot differently than a woman in her 30s and 40s. And while most women generally want the same outcome, there are some certain things women in their 30s and 40s know about dating that they disregarded or simply didn't focus as much on in their younger years. Dating is kind of like looking for a job. No one enjoys making resumes, sending emails, and doing interviews. Yet we go through it because the consequences of not doing it are pretty dire. Today, I'm here to help you make this process easier and more efficient so the suffering doesn't have to last so long. 1. Know your non-negotiables. Every person and every relationship is an individual, and what is a deal breaker for you might be a must-have quality for a man. It is essential to make your list of ideal qualities for a potential partner to possess and to identify which ones are absolutely essential to you. However, no matter who you are or where you are in life, a few important factors are critical to long-term relationship success. Here are 5 qualities that should be non-negotiable. Integrity. Look for honesty tempered by compassion, reliability, dependability, and steadfast ability to meet life head-on. A man should not make promises lightly. When a promise is made, he should do everything in his power to honor that promise. When things go awry, a person with integrity owns his portion of responsibility and works toward a solution. Openness. If your date is circumspect, refuses to discuss important matters, or tries to deflect questions, take it as a sign that he is not ready for a serious relationship. Stability. Stability is crucial for those considering a long-term relationship. However, it means something slightly different to everyone. Some common types of stability are financial stability, job stability, and emotional stability. However, people who are unstable in these aspects of their lives tend to have unstable relationships as well. Commitment. To decide whether it is worth giving your relationship more time, consider your partner's other commitments. Is he devoted to his family? Does he go the extra mile at work, even when he is mad at his boss? Those who have a few lasting commitments in their lives are more likely to honor a commitment to you. Goals. Goals are the way that we keep our lives on track and moving forward. Without goals, people tend to stagnate and even regress. Ask your partner where he sees himself in 5 or 10 years. A detailed plan is unnecessary, but those who have few goals for the future tend to live in the moment and be reluctant to move forward with a partner. 2. Don't lie. Don't even inflate the truth. A little white lie never hurts, right? Well, not exactly. Sometimes we tell little lies because we don't want to hurt our partner's feelings, but honesty is essential when it comes to dating. It's not easy being completely transparent with someone you've just started a relationship with, but it's necessary. If you have anything about your past that haunts you, spit it out. Don't keep things for later. The more transparent you are with your partner, the healthier the relationship becomes. Here are a few things you should never lie to your boyfriend about your past relationships. Most women would disagree with this, but men respect women who are open about their past relationships. If he asks how many people you slept with before him, don't give him the safe number. Give him the real one. Tell your boyfriend how many men you've dated before him. If he can't handle your answer, that's on him, not you. About your age. Don't lie about your age. If he's turned off, at least you will know where you both stand immediately. Lying about your age will instantly make you seem insecure, especially if you're older. About your likes and dislikes. You can impress him by sticking to your beliefs while still being open to him. Don't tell him you love heavy metal when Britney Spears is your fave singer because he thinks Britney is lame. Don't act like you hate cats just because he does too. Be yourself. About your health issues. Your date should be aware of your medical issues. As a result, he will be extra cautious about the activities, foods, and limitations that you will adopt. That you are fine. Don't pretend that you're okay when you aren't. If he did something to upset you, then be upfront about it. Look, everyone knows that when a girl says, "I'm fine," she means the exact opposite. If you're angry at your boyfriend for something, tell him instead of making him play the guessing game. 3. Be emotionally available. Emotional availability is being able to consistently feel your way through difficult, undesirable, or painful emotions, both within yourself and others. You don't avoid, dismiss, or run away from these feelings, nor do you allow them to dictate your actions. You can be kind to yourself and remain in a non-reactive state. Here are some characteristics that you are emotionally available. You are self-aware and able to self-reflect. You have fears, feel shame, and are insecure at times, but you do not live your lives through the filter of fear, guilt, and insecurity. You are vulnerable. You can admit that they're scared, uncomfortable, unsure, insecure, and sad. However, you don't let these emotions define you, nor do you sprint away from them. You are kind and patient with yourself. You have a level of self-compassion and unconditional self-love that allows you to be vulnerable, even in the presence of fear. You are consistent in your emotional availability. You have a willingness, desire, and need to feel emotion, genuinely connect, and not run from feeling. You aren't selective in what you feel. You don't just gravitate toward the good. You don't sabotage your relationships, create drama, or incite jealousy. You aren't attracted to emotionally unavailable people because they feel no compatibility. 4. Remember that dating is an exploration. Dating should be fun and nothing more than a way to meet and get to know another person who may or may not be fit to share your life with you. Dating is not a commitment. There is no obligation involved with dating. No one owes anyone anything ever. It's easy to get excited about someone and start planning your future together. But remember that you're both just figuring out if you even like each other first. Don't put pressure on things by feeling like you owe each other something. You don't. Both people must communicate their expectations beforehand so that neither person is disappointed with anything down the road. Keep your eyes open, and if you have any doubts, listen to your gut feeling because it knows best. If you want to go out with a man but don't feel 100% confident about it, there's a good chance you shouldn't. It's hard to go against our instincts sometimes, so pay attention. 5. Know your sexual boundaries. Sexual boundaries refer to your expectations around physical intimacy. What is and isn't okay with you sexually? Limitations around frequency, sexual comments, unwanted sexual touch, expectations around others involved in your sex life, and what sexual acts are preferred and off limits should be discussed. Many women can confuse sex and sexual desires with the guy's interest in them. He wants sex. She also wants sex, but thinks him wanting sex means there's something more. Explore your sexual boundaries and know where they are and why they're there. And even more importantly, don't let yourself be pressured into doing anything you don't want to do just because you want to gain someone's interest. Healthy sexual boundaries include mutual agreement, mutual consent, and understanding each other's sexual limits and desires. 6. Don't hide your enthusiasm or interest. One of the dating tips for women we hear a lot is not to let a man know you like him or play hard to get. Well, that's just wrong. Sure, a little mystery may be sexy in the beginning, but the game gets old fast. Even research shows that playing too hard to get makes others like you less. At a certain point, you just have to let the man know you're interested. It's much easier to share your thoughts, the intellectual information that is in your brain, than your feelings. Both men and women can have a difficult time expressing feelings, although male partners seem to have an even harder time with heart-to-heart communication. Sharing the depth of your feelings that are in your heart takes emotional risk and courage, as it can make you feel exposed and vulnerable. However, expressing your feelings is also the very thing that will create closeness and connection in your relationship. By sharing what is in your heart with your partner, you can achieve deeper intimacy. 7. Ditch the dating wish list. Have your non-negotiables and boundaries, but dating with a strict itemized wish list? Ugh, he must make this much, be this tall, drive this car, be this funny, will only hold you back from men who could be great for you in real life and limit you to men who only look good on paper. If you need a wish list, it should be small and include feeling words instead of car makes and job titles. Dating should be fun and an opportunity to see who we connect with. We will always have an idea of what we really want and don't want in a person. I just believe our wish lists that focus primarily on physical, financial, or even what someone has already been through as far as relationships can really limit the opportunity for finding true love. Our wish lists and non-negotiables need to factor in that no one on this planet is perfect. And we all have our own struggles and issues we're dealing with. We need people to be unconditionally interested in us. We should wish for someone to accept us for who we are. 8. Have fun and release the pressure. It's normal to feel pressure as you watch your friends get married and have children. But remember that every person's path is different. You don't want to settle down with a guy who's not right for you. Therefore, release the pressure you place on yourself to lock down your next date as your future husband. Take each date one date at a time and have fun. Dating is important in relationships because it helps you get to know one another better. This period is spent seeing how compatible you are with each other, figuring out whether you see the relationship going anywhere, and evaluating one another's suitability as a long-term companion or spouse. Often physical characteristics, personality, financial status, and other aspects of the involved persons are judged. And as a result, feelings can be hurt and confidence is shaken. If you're in a new relationship, don't rush things. Dating is an essential step toward finding your forever person. Dating will help you and your spouse develop a friendship, learn to communicate, and see how your futures align. Learn and grow from your experiences together, and you will see your relationship progress toward marriage. If you find this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.